Do you ever feel guilty after having something bad to eat? If that's you, please be assured that there is no bad foods. There's only lower quality and higher quality foods. There are no bad foods. There is no one single bad food that if you have, anything's going to happen to you. Where something becomes bad is if it's taken in large amounts or frequently, which then obviously leads to changes in body fat, health, higher risks of diseases, conditions, etc., etc. A bad food typically has been demonized in the past. So, for example, it's been carbs, it's been fats, it's been things high in sugar, it's been additives, it's been preservatives. Now, I'm not saying that these things aren't bad, but in moderation, they're okay, they're fine, as long as you practice moderation. Now, looking at it in terms of the mindset point of view, you typically only feel bad because it's something that you feel you shouldn't be having, which means that you've either strayed off of a plan or you don't feel that you could have that, or you feel guilty for having it because you think it's going to wreck the progress that you've made, or you're meant to be sticking to certain foods. So an example of that could be if you have, for example, say, I'm just going to make an example of a Mars bar. If you have a Mars bar and it wasn't included in your meal plan or you didn't factor that in, then if you have that Mars bar, you immediately feel guilty for having it because you think that's just put me over my calories, that's just wrecked my progress. And then from there, you then think, oh, well, if it went over now, I might as well just keep going, or you just go, oh, fuck it, I'll deal with it another day, or it's maybe like a Thursday, and you've been really good up until that point, and then you've had a wee slip up, and then you're like, oh, well, I'll just start again on Monday. But if you can catch yourself in that moment and go, well, you know what, I had it, it's happened, it's fine. You put it into MyFitnessPal or whatever calorie tracking app you may be using, and you see what it's done to your calories, and then you just accept it. You go, right, okay, back on plan again, and nothing else needs to happen. It's when it then snowballs that it becomes a problem, because that leads to other decisions that may potentially take you way over your calories, and the situation becomes worse, when in actual fact it didn't need to at all, because you allowed yourself to make that decision with no pressure and just say to yourself, right, I'm either going to plan better so that doesn't happen again, or I'm going to make sure that I get straight back on the plan again as soon as I've had that.